I'm Sarah. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about my journey to sustainable health and meaningful success. If you're coming back and you've already subscribed, welcome back. Y'all are my people and I love you so much. And if you're new, I hope you consider subscribing by the end of this video. Today we are going to be doing a book review on Robert Kiyosaki's Business of the 21st Century. Last week, I did kind of a general overview and warned people who have been given this book by a friend, family member, or business mentor that this book is being used as a recruitment tool to recruit them into a company most likely called Amway. It's a multi-level marketing or network marketing company that often operates with groups like little subgroups like LTD, Leadership Team Development, BWW, Brit Worldwide, Worldwide Group, WWG, or Worldwide Dream Builders, WWDB, as well as URA and several others that I probably don't even know the names to because this recruitment system has been duplicated throughout several uplines within Amway as a total corporation. So the Business of the 21st Century is one of their recruitment tools, and so today I just figured we were going to do a little book review. I've also been thinking, since my channel is about sustainable health and meaningful success, that I might start implementing like kind of a monthly book review. So if you have any suggestions for books that you would like me to review, whether that is regarding success principles or health principles, I am totally down to take your suggestions. I already have next month's chosen, and I will announce that at the end. But in the meantime, let's just get started into Robert Kiyosaki's Business of the 21st Century. So we start off in the introduction and chapter 1 talking about the economic ruin of 2008 and 2009 and how, you know, we've been without hope and in need of salvation economically for years. So he says the economy is in tatters, your job is in trouble if you still have a job, and you know what? I've been saying it for years. It took a global financial meltdown for most to hear it, but this book isn't about how or why everything has gone to hell in a handbasket. It's about why this bad news turns out to be very good news if you know what to do about it. I think this is the kind of mentality that gives people the gall to use the pandemic as an excuse to recruit for their multi-level marketing company or their network marketing companies. They're the same thing. Multi-level marketing is a name that most people know, and it has a very bad reputation because multi-level marketing is mostly assumed to be pyramid schemes. So now they've changed the phrase to network marketing. So throughout this book, he'll use the term network marketing, but it's the same as multi-level marketing. He'll also use the term direct sales. That's the same thing as well. So there's a lot of different names for it, but we like to go by pyramid scheme on this channel, but well, he'll be referring to it as network marketing. So he does paint this doomsday scenario in which we are in need of salvation. An example of this is when he said, "When I was a kid, my parents taught me the same formula for success that you probably learned. Go to school, study hard, and get good grades so you can get a secure, high-paying job with benefits, and your job will take care of you." But that's industrial age thinking, and we're not in the industrial age anymore. Your job is not going to take care of you. The government will not take care of you. Nobody's going to take care of you. It's a new century and the rules have changed. And I understand that we have had a shift in our industry from like more industrial age to information age. That's very true. But the picture that he's painting, number one, is generalizing that no longer will a job take care of people, whereas literally like hundreds of millions of people live by jobs every day. Like most people don't own their own businesses. Most people are not entrepreneurs, and yet the world keeps on turning and we keep feeding our families by the job that we work. So it's kind of weird that he's painting this picture where, no one is safe. No one will take care of you. You need a savior, basically. And that savior turns out to be entrepreneurship. That's in chapter 2. And chapter 3, he starts describing what the cash flow quadrant is. I forgot my whiteboard, and really I don't have room to show you a whiteboard anyway. So I'll try to show this little thing. So this is the E quadrant. Focus, please. So this is the E quadrant. It stands for employment. This is the S quadrant, which stands for self-employment or small business. B quadrant is large business ownership. And I have no grasp on where I'm pointing right now. And the I quadrant is investment. So in each 4 of these quadrants, he talks about the different ways of making money. So in the E quadrant, that's employment, which is very simple. You trade time for money. You go to a job, you work a job for a certain amount of time, and for that time you are paid a set amount of money. Or a determined amount of money. And then for the S quadrant, that is self-employment or small business of a business of less than 500 employees. And that's very much independence. So in the E quadrant, he explains that the core value, financial value of the E quadrant as an employee is security. The security of receiving a paycheck and having that steady paycheck every week. For the S quadrant, the small business owner or the self-employed person, their core value is independence. For the B quadrant, which is a business owner of 500 employees or more, their core financial value is wealth building. And then in terms of the I quadrant, their core financial value is financial freedom. It's very evident that Robert Kiyosaki is very biased towards big business ownership and investment. And it's very evident in the way that he talks about people who are employed or even self-employed. I find his tone to be rather demeaning of people who choose to work a job and choose to be self-employed. He actually says in the S quadrant, which is self-employed or small business, he says in a very real way, the S stands for slavery. You don't really own your business owns you. Which, in some terms, I guess you can say that's true. Like, you own your own business, which means you have to work as hard as you want to get paid. Because as soon as you stop working, you stop getting paid. My parents are self-employed, and they do have to put a considerable amount of effort into their business and into their work because they are the only people that they are relying on. However, they do have that independence and they do have the freedom to determine their own schedule. And so it is kind of a trade-off that one would assume that if you're going to be self-employed and you want to do the work on your own, then that's the choice that you make and you get that responsibility on your shoulders, but it also gives you that freedom and that independence to move about as you please. So it's kind of weird that he describes that as slavery, and kind of puts down those ways of earning money, even though that's how most people in America make money. He's kind of crapping on it in general. We've now gotten to chapter 7, where he finally admits in his first paragraph, I need to start here with full disclosure. I've never really been in the business of network marketing. I am not a distributor for or owner of a network marketing company, have no financial interests in any network marketing company, and do not promote any one specific company. But I have been very much in the business for years as a champion and advocate of the network marketing business as a whole. And in this chapter, I want to tell you why. I have no idea what a champion of the network marketing business is. And I don't think being an advocate for network marketing buys you any credibility as someone who can speak on network marketing. I just find that funny that it's like, he wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad, in which the entire premise of Rich Dad Poor Dad is don't listen to people who don't have what you want and who don't have success in the industry that you want success in. And yet he's writing a book about network marketing company and like the network marketing industry, and he has no experience in network marketing. I just find that so ironic, just so funny. And then he's gonna try to claim some sort of credibility because for years he's been a champion and advocate of network marketing. That doesn't fly, sir. I don't understand what that buys you as a business owner. I understand he owns several businesses, but if you haven't done anything in that particular industry, I don't see how you are in any way credible or have any authority to speak on the industry then. I don't understand. If I'm wrong, comment down below, please. Let me know. What makes Robert Kiyosaki a viable source, or, a credible source to talk about network marketing if he's never done it before and he has no interest or no investment in network marketing, period. He's just a champion of it. Which, whatever that means. So now we get to the juicy part, right? And this is when I realized that Robert Kiyosaki is fully aware that network marketing is intended to be built as a pyramid scheme. So if you don't know what a pyramid scheme is, basically it's when there's no actual legitimate customers involved. You might have a product or a service that you're selling, but if there are no qualified customers and it's only the distributors in the business purchasing products so that their upline gets a cut, and then the upline gets a cut from all of the sales that are being made within the pyramid, but there's no actual customer sales, there's no qualified customer transactions, then it is all just the people within the business purchasing their way to try to get wealth, and that becomes an illegal pyramid scheme. A lot of companies find a loophole within those regulations by having products that they can sell to their business owners, and their business owners can be their own best customer and purchase their own products, and then maybe they will pretend to sell some products, or they will actually sell products, but the majority of the money that's being made within these businesses are actually by the purchases of the business owners themselves, purchasing products from the company and claiming those as customer sales, or just, claiming that as their total volume for the month, and then that's how their upline makes money off of them and off of their own product purchases, and not actually by qualified customers, if that makes sense. So this paragraph really says it all. Network marketing is not about selling products or earning income. The biggest popular misconception about network marketing is that it's a selling business, but selling is just earning more income. The problem is, if you stop the activity, the income stops. A salesperson has a job. If you work behind the counter at a department store, you're in the E quadrant. If you're in business for yourself, selling insurance or homes or jewelry, you're in the S quadrant. But either way, you have a job, and your job is to sell. That's not going to build your wealth or your freedom. What you want is not another job, you want another address, one over in the B quadrant. And then he interviews this man named John Fleming, who is really big on direct sales and network marketing. And so John replies, "Robert, that's exactly right. People often assume that being successful in this business means being great at sales. But the point of network marketing is not to become great at selling your particular product or selling your particular product or service, because no matter how good you might be at doing that, and let's be honest, if you're like most people, you don't think you are very good at it, there's only so much income you can earn selling. After all, there are so many hours in the day, right? In network marketing, the whole point is not to sell a product, but to build a network. An army of people who are all representing that same product or service in share with others. The goal is not for you or any other individual to sell a lot of product. It's for a lot of people to be their own best customer, sell and service a reasonable number of customers, and recruit and show a lot of other people how to do the same thing. So, to be fair, he does mention that you sell product to a fair amount of customers. But the whole point that he says of network marketing is not about direct sales. If you're making direct sales, yes, you earn a little bit of money, but that's still active income. That's not passive income that just keeps paying you. So you'll have to continue to sell over and over again. And because they want to break away from this idea of having a job, they want you to be continually paid off of the work and product purchases of other people. So the point is not to sell a product as it is to build a network. That's why it's called network marketing. So it's funny that they still call multi-level marketing by the different names of direct sales or network marketing, but those are completely different concepts. See, I don't have an issue with the idea of direct sales. If someone were to come to me with a product and want to sell me a product and do this because they believe in the product and they want to make a little bit of extra money based on the active sales that they're making, that's one thing. But if they are joining a business and they are being their own best customer, meaning they are purchasing the majority of their products, and then they want me to join and pay a bunch of money to buy my own my own products and be my best customer, so that that person can make money off of my purchases, then it no longer becomes an actually legitimate business where you're making customer sales. It more becomes that pyramid scheme where people are just purchasing their own products so that the upline can get more money, and whereas all the people on the bottom of the pyramid lose money, or at best just don't make money. He then goes on to list the advantages of being your own business owner through network marketing, and one of them is to be able to claim taxes on expenses such as your home office, auto, gas, mileage, home computer, internet and telecom, travel, dining, hotel, and personal product use. You can claim those all for tax cuts, which I feel is a little bit fraudulent. If you're buying all of these products for yourself, like all of your shampoo and your makeup and all of this, you're buying from the company, but you're claiming it as a tax write-off because you bought it from your business, it just kind of sounds a little bit sketch to me. Same as like your car and your gas and your mileage. Like, I understand you can claim stuff like the miles that you're driving for conferences, but if you're just claiming your car expenses as something that you're claiming that as a tax write-off for your business, I feel like that gets a little bit dicey, but that's just my personal opinion. And then we go into the other benefits of network marketing, and so one of the benefits they say is like the exclusive education that you get with business education and real world business education. So some of these advantages or the things that you learn, they list are an attitude of success, dressing for success, overcoming personal fears, doubts, and lack of confidence, overcoming the fear of rejection, communication skills, people skills, time management skills, accountability skills, practical goal setting, money management skills, and investing skills. And number one, I think that with network marketing, you learn all of these different skills with a very specific focus in network marketing. I think all of these skills that they just listed are things that you can learn outside of network marketing, and you don't have to have an education system specifically within network marketing in order to to learn these kinds of things, which is why I want to start doing book reviews where we can talk about these kind of success principles that you don't have to learn within multi-level marketing, and you can still learn these from like different books and other educational opportunities, other things like Toastmasters I know is so good for helping people get over the fear of public speaking, and it just makes you a better leader in general. So I don't know, there's just a lot of things that you can do differently that don't require network marketing to gain these skills. And it says network marketing is a real-world business school for people who want to learn the real-world skills of an entrepreneur rather than the skills of an employee. And honestly, here's a real-world business challenge. If you are in network marketing, here's Business Ownership 101. Get a spreadsheet and document in one column your expenses, your business expenses, which according to this book includes your car, your gas, your mileage, your phone, your home computer, all of these expenses, and then in another column list your income from the business. And just see how those numbers match up. Another advantage that he lists is network marketing gives you the opportunity to face your fears, deal with them, overcome them, and bring out the winner that you have living inside you. And I think there are better ways to overcome your fears that are less harmful. Another benefit they list is network marketing not only provides a great business education, it also provides a whole new world of friends. Friends who are going in the same direction as you are and share the same core values as you do. And I will just say from my personal experience, yes, you gain a lot of these new friends, but as soon as you make a decision to leave or even just take a break from the business, you will see how fast your friends will leave you. So Robert Kiyosaki and John Fleming are back in their conversation, and Robert is asking John, so if you don't really have to be a top salesperson and you don't have to be an expert speaker or presenter, what do you do? Why does the company even need you? And this is what goes into the process and how they build their pyramid scheme. So listen up. This is John Fleming talking. He says, you network. That's why it's called network marketing, and that's why the company needs you. As a network marketer, your job description, so to speak, is to connect with people, invite them to experience the products you are excited about, and take a look at the information you have, and then follow up with them. Then, once they've decided to join you in the business, you share with them your enthusiasm, your experiences, and you help them learn to do what you have learned to do. Here again, there are digital tools that can take a huge amount of the burden and expertise of training off your shoulders. Your job is to build relationships, have conversations, explore possibilities, get to know people, and help them get to understand what this business is all about. So listen, have we heard anything so far about making customer sales? No? Let's see if we will hear about customer sales in this next paragraph. So there are parts of this business that a tool can be better than you can. That's the presentation, and to an extent, the training. There are parts that only you can uniquely do, and that's the human connection part. Here's the core idea. In network marketing, you are the messenger, not the message. Gone are the days of carting around a heavy pack of products to sample, setting up an entire retail store in your living room, or having to memorize long lists of product features and financial statistics. This is the 21st century. In today's network marketing, the tools do all that. Your job is to connect and invite. And by the way, this doesn't mean you don't need to be skilled. You absolutely do. You need to develop the skills we looked at as part of asset number 1, the ability to have self-confidence, withstand rejection, communicate, be a great storyteller, care about people, coach people, and the rest. But these are skills available to anyone. If you've ever helped build a soccer league, PTA group, or chess club, ever been a part of a political campaign or church committee, ever coached Little League or formed your own band, then you know what it's like to build a network. You don't need highly skilled salespeople to duplicate what you do. You need people who are willing to learn basic business communication skills and grow themselves personally into self-determining entrepreneurs and team builders. So, he says very few people are truly skilled at sales, but practically anyone can become skilled at networking, coaching, and team building. So in that whole long paragraph explaining what your function is in this business, not once do they mention making customer sales or even learning your product. You learn how to communicate what you love about this business to someone, take them to a presentation where the presentation will download all of the details into their brains, and then from there connect with them again and get them pulled into this team so that they can learn how to communicate their excitement for this team and do the same recruitment process over and over and over again. Not once do they mention customer sales. I mean, in this entire synopsis of this book, I've encountered one part where he talks about make a reasonable amount of customer sales. But in general, this book is actually describing how the whole basis of this business is building a network. It's not based on direct sales or selling a product. So for all of these people in network marketing who say it's not a pyramid scheme because we have a product, well, show me where your customer sales are. Show me how much your customer sales make up your business versus your own being your best customer. He later talks about the 4 elements of leadership, and so he talks about the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual aspects of leadership. And I just want you to hear this part. This also armed me with knowledge and understanding it took to be a good leader in the business world, because these are exactly the same 4 elements of leadership required to be successful in business: mind, spirit, body, emotions. If you cannot control these 4 aspects of yourself, then you will fail. And if you are not able to help develop these 4 elements in your employees, and in so doing help them to become effective leaders, then you will fail. It's as simple as that. Here's another thing military schools teach you. Being on the front lines means not caring about whether or not you are liked. Of course, we all want to be liked, but to be a great leader, you have to set boundaries, monitor the behavior of your staff, and take corrective action when necessary. Sometimes you're going to tick people off. Yes, it's going to happen. There's no way around it, but here is what's also going to happen. You're going to create the best team possible, one that understands what you expect and what you will and will not tolerate. Yet, your team is supposed to be of a bunch of independent business owners, right? This sounds an awful lot like Quadrant employee management to me. What you will and will not tolerate, and teaching your staff the core values and principles that you live by and the standards that you have for the team. So, what are we? Are we business owners? Are we entrepreneurs? Are we independent? Or are we your employees now that we have to learn from your leadership? Lastly, he talks about the time commitment that it takes, or that you should be expecting your business to take in order to build a fully big business, B quadrant kind of income. And he talks about the 5-year plan. And he says 10,000 hours, do the math. If you work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, you hit the 10,000 hour mark after 5 years of full-time effort. And that's how long he thinks you should be working your multi-level marketing business before you give up. All I have to say to that is to look long and hard before you leap. Really look into this business opportunity and do your research, not just with the information that your upline gives you, But do your research on the products, do your research on network marketing or multi-level marketing. And also, like, I understand with any kind of industry, it is going to take a really long time. It is going to take an extremely large amount of effort in order for you to really master this. I'm just thinking, look at the statistics. With less than 1% of multi-level marketers or network marketers making money in the business, and most of the people, like the vast majority of people in network marketing, either don't make money or they lose money, then I would say this is one of the biggest investments that you should really look into. I mean, I know he said somewhere in this book where I remember him saying that whatever you don't spend in the initial capital investment in your business, because you think to start a business you would need a ton of money, whereas with network marketing or multi-level marketing, they often sell their startup kits at like a pretty cheap cost compared to other traditional businesses. And he says whatever you don't spend in that initial startup cost and that initial capital, you will make up with sweat equity. You will make up in your time and effort, because it is going to be one of the hardest things you ever do. And it is definitely not guaranteed that you're going to succeed, especially with the kind of reputation that multi-level marketing has. I would say just find something else that at least has some sort of road that you have more control over, because you don't really have control over your network, because your network involves so many people. And you can't control the people who are within your network, so you're never going to really have that financial security within network marketing unless you're within the 0.01% who make it up to like the diamond levels and like the multi-level market, the multi-million-dollar levels. Unless you make it up there, you really never have a guarantee that this business is going to be a sustainable business venture. So that is my review on Business of the 21st Century by Robert Kiyosaki. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Next month, I want to share with you one of my favorite success books that I have encountered ever. And it is Good Morning, Good Life by Amy Landino. This was the first success book that I really sank my teeth into and absorbed and felt so empowered by after leaving Amway. So I want to read this book and give you a review on it next month. Let me know your suggestions of other books that I can review in the comments below, and let me know your thoughts on Business of the 21st Century. As always, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Make sure if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Apparently over 50% of the people watching my videos are not subscribed yet. And I need y'all to join the squad because I love you, okay? Okay. Bye.